But on Sunday, yesterday, she had her security put up a partition. She's pregnant.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just keep serving up headlines hotter than Arrowhead nachos. First, Taylor basically stole the show at Patrick Mahomes' birthday bash, strutting in a plaid miniskirt and Gucci platforms like it was her own runway, with Travis proudly by her side. Then Travis stirred up chaos with fans split over his bold pregame Free 4 shirt. And if that wasn't enough, Taylor sparked wild pregnancy rumors after slipping into Arrowhead behind a security partition. These two really know how to keep the spotlight buzzing.
And up the right side again, this time a nice push.
And if that wasn't messy enough, Taylor's name even got pulled into Blake Lively's courtroom drama. At the same time, Travis kept it real, admitting his palms were sweating like crazy when he popped the question. From legal chaos to love story jitters, these two are making headlines in every lane.
She was reportedly with her mom and her brother, and they walked behind the partition.
And back in Kansas, a local farm proved just how epic this love story has become by carving Taylor and Travis into a massive 9-acre corn maze. Meanwhile, Taylor reminded everyone why she's the center of attention, turning Patrick Mahomes' birthday bash into her personal runway. Rocking a plaid miniskirt, sleeveless vest, and sky-high Gucci platforms, she completely stole the spotlight the second she walked in. Travis kept pace with a bold Tom Brown shorts and tie combo, looking every bit the man in love. The group staircase photo with Brittany Mahomes, Travis, and Kane Brown screamed Instagram gold. But insiders say it doubled as a secret engagement celebration. That's right, Taylor and Travis are still glowing after his dreamy proposal in the garden of a $6 million Kansas mansion. And just when you think the buzz couldn't get bigger, Taylor pulled off a stealth move at Arrowhead, sneaking in behind a screen to avoid cameras, full-on James Bond style.
Definitely sweating.
Really?
I'm an emotional guy, so there were a few tears here and there, but
despite all her ninja levels sneaking into Arrowhead, Taylor's presence at both the game and the party screamed one thing loud and clear: she's all in. And speaking of being all in, she got dragged into Travis's latest fashion controversy, even though she wasn't the one wearing the shirt. Before kickoff, Travis showed up in a Free 4 tee to show love for his teammate Rasheed Rice. On paper, no big deal. In reality, total chaos. Rice isn't sidelined with an injury. He's suspended after that wild Dallas highway crash that landed him with probation and a ton of backlash. So when Travis walked out repping him, the internet split in half. Some called it loyal, others slammed it as tone-deaf and classless. Debate somehow looped her in too. Fans started saying things like, if she's okay marrying a guy who does this, what does that say about her? Like seriously, since when does being engaged to an NFL player mean you're suddenly responsible for every shirt in his closet? Meanwhile, the comment sections went nuclear. People argued about reckless driving, money keeping Rice out of prison longer, and how the slogan "Free him" made zero sense since he's already free, just suspended. Chiefs Nation basically turned into a digital cage fight, emojis flying everywhere, and Travis probably wishing he had stuck to a plain red hoodie. But the storm didn't stop there. Taylor herself ended up in a whole new rumor spiral: pregnancy theories. Yep, one carefully shielded entrance into Arrowhead, and suddenly Swifties became FBI-level detectives. She showed up with her mom and brother, security rolled out a literal human wall to block cameras, and Twitter exploded. Some swore they saw a bump, others claimed she was just rocking oversized fits to tease a new album. Honestly, at this point, Taylor could wear a baggy hoodie and fans would start planning a baby registry. Of course, the timing only added fuel. The Chiefs were already reeling after a crushing 0-2 start, including that brutal loss to the Eagles where Travis literally dropped the ball at the goal line. Fans were already cranky, so pairing a heartbreaking game with Taylor sneaking around behind partitions? Pure conspiracy gasoline. Some even linked her discreet entrance to beefed-up security after that scary political assassination attempt earlier this year. Because apparently, NFL Sundays now come with football, baby rumors, and national security all in one package. Thankfully, sports host Madison Hill tried to cool things down. She reminded Chiefs fans that even dynasties like the Patriots once started off shaky and still ended up champions. But between wardrobe wars, pregnancy speculation, and actual football stress, Taylor and Travis's love story is somehow turning every Chiefs game into a reality show with plot twists no one saw coming.
Eagles up to 24 of Kansas City. And off goes right side again. This time a nice push. This Dylan's ball carrier at a gain of 4 yards. You're in forward, rotating on the defensive line. But a football advanced by the Eagles just beyond the Kansas City 20. No score at 1:43 to go in the fourth. They're going with tempo offense. One is not come to come 10 down on the field.
She also highlighted how unusual it was for Taylor to skip her trademark strut and glam moment. Instead of serving a full outfit reveal, she kept her head down, gave the cameras barely 30 seconds and vanished. And of course, the internet instantly screamed baby bump, instead of considering the far simpler explanation. Maybe she just didn't want Skip Bayless turning her into a distraction headline all over again.
Me, the first thing I Googled after the Chiefs game was, can a team still win the Super Bowl even though they've started 0-2? And yes, they can. It happened one year to the Patriots and to the Cowboys and one other team. So, hope is still alive.
Insiders insist Taylor Swift isn't pregnant, and her sudden switch to oversized fits and low-key entrances is less about baby bumps and more about building hype for the life of a showgirl, her upcoming album. But just when it seemed like her only battles were album teases and Arrowhead conspiracy theories, Taylor's name suddenly got dragged into federal court drama straight out of Suits. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are locked in a Hollywood-sized cage match over defamation and harassment claims, and somehow Taylor ended up on the witness wish list. Of course, when you're tight with Blake and Ryan Reynolds, you don't just get invited to cozy dinner parties. You also get subpoenas to messy lawsuits. Taylor's lawyers were having none of it, telling the judge flat out that unless she was physically forced, she wouldn't be showing up. And even then they circled October 20th as the only possible window in her jam-packed schedule. Blake's team fired back, arguing Baldoni had 6 whole months to make it happen, and only now is scrambling to rope in the busiest pop star alive. Translation: bad planning. The case itself is pure soap opera. Blake accuses Baldoni of harassment on set, including an unwelcome kiss and barging into her dressing room at the worst possible moment. When she pushed back, she claims he launched a PR smear campaign, turning the tabloids into his own personal weapon. Baldoni denied everything and countersued, filing a wild $400 million libel case against Blake, Ryan, and her publicist, though that already got tossed out. Still, he didn't stop there, even taking swings at the New York Times for so-called biased reporting. Basically, the man's throwing lawsuits like they're confetti. Now, the tug-of-war over Taylor's deposition has become its own subplot. Blake's side insists she might offer key insights thanks to their friendship, while Taylor's camp argues she's got nothing meaningful to add. Either way, just having her name attached keeps the spotlight blazing, whether she ever sets foot in a Manhattan courtroom or not. And while Taylor's lawsuit cameo feels like a plot twist nobody asked for, Travis Kelce is scripting his own rom-com in real time. The Chiefs star finally spilled on his proposal to Taylor, and it wasn't all smooth quarterback swagger. He admitted his palms were sweating like he was lining up for a game-winning catch. And yes, the tears flowed too. For a guy known for body-slamming linebackers, it was the most human heart-on-sleeve confession yet, proving this engagement is less about spectacle and more about two people genuinely all in.
And previously, when Taylor has attended the games, she walks in, no problem. She lets everyone kind of get a video or photo of her outfit. It's no big deal. But on Sunday, yesterday, she had her security put up a partition.
Apparently, when you're down on one knee in front of Taylor Swift, even the toughest NFL tight end turns into a mushy mess. Insiders say Travis Kelce's big proposal went down shortly after Taylor appeared on that podcast with Travis and Jason, which honestly makes perfect sense. Who wouldn't want to lock in forever right after a wholesome family chat about football and life? The couple didn't waste any time either. They hit Instagram with their announcement, dropping proposal photos alongside that cheeky caption comparing themselves to the English teacher and the gym teacher. Classic Swift move. Only she could make getting engaged sound like the coolest faculty meeting ever. Since then, Travis has been glowing like a kid on Christmas morning, reportedly telling friends he still can't believe he gets to call Taylor his fiancée. He even broke out the word fiancée for the first time at a college football game, casually introducing her like it was no big deal while his teammates tried not to spit out their Gatorade. Word is, the guy's still floating around Arrowhead like he just won the Super Bowl of love. And speaking of love, Kansas has taken things to a whole new level. A farm in Belton decided that engagement gifts like wine and flowers weren't nearly enough, so they went big literally, by carving a massive 9-acre corn maze shaped like Taylor and Travis's engagement photo. Forget pumpkins and hay rides. This farm has officially turned agriculture into a full-blown Swiftie fever dream. The maze even features their lucky numbers, 87 and 13, along with the phrase, "Kansas City is enchanted." Somewhere out there, a scarecrow is probably shaking its head, realizing it's no longer the star attraction. According to the team who designed it, the tribute took 9 hours to carve, which basically means someone clocked in for a full workday just to transform farmland into Instagram gold. But it's not just about honoring the couple. Locals say Taylor and Travis have brought so much joy and good energy to Kansas City that this was their way of giving back. Translation: Arrowhead nachos just taste better when Swifties are in town. And the farm isn't stopping there. They're hoping the maze becomes a love magnet itself. Imagine first dates wandering between Travis's carved biceps and Taylor's hair outline. Maybe even proposals happening under the stalks. If someone doesn't pop the question in that field, is the maze even doing its job? Either way, this engagement has already moved from stadium cheers to farmland tributes, proving that when it comes to Taylor and Travis, love really is bigger than life. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.